next up we have Holly.
Hello? Hello? But that one, is that one like wireless or? Okay. So, yeah. Hi, so I am Holly, and I am a multi-instrumentalist and a composer, and I'm currently pursuing a certificate in music composition at Juilliard. And I started playing music since I was like around 3 on piano. It's probably the most cliche Cantonese Chinese story, but my parents, they gave me a keyboard when I was 3, just throw me to the keyboard and asked me to play it. And then ever since then, I picked up like 7, 8 instruments along the way. And upon moving to the US, I've been mostly composing film score, and a lot of times it's the intersectionality of a lot of different type of genres. And a little bit background is also that I was trained in Chinese vocal singing, which sounds something like this. Not my performance tonight, but just to give you an idea. 好一朵美丽的茉莉花，好一朵美丽的茉莉花。 has Chinese folk sing. That was my background in music for a lot of part. But also this okay. Can I adjust this to be lower? Sorry. Okay. And tonight I'm going to perform what I will call an orchestra pop song. So a lot of times I do like to play with a lot of traditional Western orchestral instruments, along with some film score instruments, like just a lot of sound effects. But this one is rare because I rarely compose any lyrical songs these days, and the inspiration is really dumb. It's a lesbian situationship. That's it. So it's not that deep. It's really boring. However, though, obviously it's meaningful enough for me to write something about it. And then I am not gonna sing the song tonight. My really, really good friend Luz, can you come out? Where are you?
Damn, I was hiding so well.
So I invited her very last minute. I was like, "Can you sing this song? Because I really do not want to sing it." And then she has very, very beautiful voice. And I was like, I was really just looking for. So I finished this song like very early last year, and I just kind of kept it to myself until at one point I just thought I would just try and perform it. And then I was really looking for someone who can sing with an accent like me and who has very powerful voice, because you'll hear it later, it's very orchestra based. So a lot of like pop song, that kind of voice really cannot carry the song. Honestly, including my own voice, I don't think I could do it. So I'm very happy that she said yes, and then you'll hear later she has incredibly beautiful voice. And this is a very, very personal, even though it's dumb. I know it's super dumb. It's, oh gosh, god damn it. It is a very personal song to me, and very happy to have her sing it. And I also wonder if we can dim the light a little bit in this setting. Is it possible? Oh, good. Yeah. Actually, yeah, and that's my camera. I don't know. I thought about that. But still, can we dim it a little bit? Yeah. Can I have your phone?
I'm not the videographer, so I don't know.
Well, sorry, I'm a video journalist, so this is very serious to me.
She also liked my ass.
Okay. This is all of my straight friends like to tell me that. Of course, you're just recording my ass. Okay. Okay, so thank you all for coming here, and oh god, I'm actually really shy about performing this song, but we got this. Thank you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
see perfidy amongst sense and luxury. Walk some ways and say, please go to me, baby. So here I streaked. One wrestled over me with her inviting nonchalance. Nothing is one-sided. I deserve that avalanche. Contour to all of her needs, self-distracting chivalry. Load my heart with a suicide bomb of love and then ignited it. We knew it'd go nowhere, but I went all the way in. She did put up the striking new warning sign. She did put up the striking new warning sign. But as strong as I am, went all the way in. I made a false promise. After all, we'll always be friends. Though our fire was clearly fueled by mere lust and chance. Rebound after rebound on her head was in a trance. I was bound to drown and sick and stupid from my senses. I traded nights of pillow talks with months of therapies and wells for lonely musing on the memory of a limerence tale. Are we already adults? Haven't we already scarred and fell? She didn't leave me alone. I was just too scared to bail. Okay. And
Wanted to say thanks for sharing. I know that you did great. Like I know you were
Thank you.
nervous about it, but it was really tremendous. So I'm glad you were able to collaborate on something.
yeah, it's yes,
So what are some of your musical influences
very mixed. Well,
for this song in particular, maybe?
because it's a question that my professor asks me all the time, and I never have a good answer. Well, honestly, I don't know. Heartbreaks. A lot of it really just, I'm really, really obsessed with orchestra, all things orchestra, as you can hear. And the song really started with a full orchestra version without the lyrics. I always just feel like lyrics is like a very personal thing, and I'm a very relatively private person, so I was like, I'm not gonna write the lyrics. But turned out when I was just composing it, thinking that it will be one of those film score. If anything, I had like more of a, as a video journalist, like a storyline in my head, and then kind of like the visual how I wanted to look like. And then after that, I decided to actually fill it in. So maybe mostly film score. And when it comes to film score, a lot of my influence, not John Williams or Hans Zimmer, but more so like Rachel Portman, who is actually the first female composer who's ever won an original score for Oscar. But then again, her song doesn't really sound like this, but so it's really hard for me to say. Because also, honestly, this is not my genre just switch all the time. So it's just one of the many genres that I will compose. Yeah.
You said you were nervous before. How do you feel now?
Still. It just I feel so naked, like, cause the song is too. Oh gosh, okay. It's. I really thought I was just gonna keep it to myself, and then cause I have a full orchestra version. Like, if she doesn't sing the song, which I'm very glad that she did, like the song in and of itself still stands. Like part of it, the melody was lead by brass and then woodwind and then brass and woodwind blend, and then there's the keyboard and not keyboard. Oops, piano. Oh gosh. All this Juilliard professor was gonna kill me for saying keyboard, but like a lot of piano, a lot of grand piano specifically, and then like a lot of interaction, even like with piano and some percussion instruments. I forgot which one I used, so it's I'm very glad it happened, and yeah, so.
Is that something you would talk? I mean, is it private in that like you wouldn't talk about it at school or just like in general?
Because all of my music is very personal, and I think I'm one of those composers where before I compose, I think the most difficult part is really to have a whole story structure. I once thought I kind of invented this genre called literature composition, where when I compose, the motive, for example, it could be a simple motive. It will come back when the story requires it. So it's not just come back because it sounds good or it's a bridge. No, it's a part of the story. So when I compose like a full orchestra or chamber music or something with like more complexity when it comes to composition, different motives have different reasons. For example, I composed a song recently or last year about my trip back to China for the first time in 5 years. It was super emotional. I have a motive for meeting my father. I have a motive for meeting my mother. And those two motives are separate. And they're only back when in this musical story, it's I'm meeting my family, and then I'm hanging out with my dad, I'm hanging out with my mom. So it's very separate. So for me, like, this is kind of like how all the stories like kind of come together. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. It's very meaningful.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. Did you watch the TV show Game of Thrones?
Surprise! I don't even have a Netflix account, but okay.
What HBO?
I don't. Oh my god.
All good.
Uh-huh.
The reason I mention it is because you as a cinematic composer, and you're talking about these different motives, and they have like specific meanings for it. One of the things that the television show Game of Thrones did so well was its use of leitmotif, and so there were like specific songs for specific families and specific contexts, and then in the final season, a complete disaster of a season, but still musically it was impeccable. And so Ramin Djawadi, the composer, like he's like throwing in multiple elements as the different characters are coming together, and it's just absolutely genius.
I feel I'm having a conversation with the director right now because that's one of those conversations directors and I usually have when they were like, okay, I this character is coming back, like I want the motives to happen again. I was like, yeah, bring that motive back, and so that's like the foundation of film score or TV score or any kind of scoring. Yeah. Yes.
I love that idea of literature composing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful framework. And I'm wondering if you could describe your thought process using that framework and how you wrote this song.
Okay, gosh, situationships. Why? Okay. The story really started with. Well, this is really not that good of an example. Okay, if we really have to use this one as an example, it started really like I composed another song about similar topic before, and that song carried this theme of. So oh my god. Okay. So that kind of carried over to this one, as you can tell, and then later I kind of expand on that, and then whenever I heard these 4 notes, it reminded me of Red Flags. And then, so from there, I started to develop the story of, so this bridge, even like in the lyrics that show her, there are parts when, this part, you should sing it, or like any vocalist should sing it as if you're like having this kind of mindset, and then every part that sounds like this, including the lyrics, is like you are in that process. You're feeling very split. So the lyrics kind of also reflect that literary composition process. Even though like this song is different in the sense that I wrote the lyrics later. Usually when I compose a song and those are not lyrical, I have the story first, or I literally will write down a story first. So this one is kind of like filling back in, and then a training nights of pillow talks with months of therapy so else. So this is like you're regretting, you're like lamenting the fact that it's over, and then every time when this comes back, that's the same thing. However, this is the motive of this song that comes back again in different ways. And if you listen to the accompaniment, the audio version of this, you can really hear like I use different instruments to kind of really convey this feeling. For example, there was one part, I mean, we can't really play it now, but there's some part that, and I have another instrument that play with kind of like having a conversation. It's almost like you have 2 different voices in your head telling you what to do. That's situationship, my friend. So a lot of times I really like choose the right instrument to kind of convey that feeling. That's what I would usually do as a composer, less as a lyricist in this case. Yeah. So, but overall, with the literature composer, is really composition is really coming from the fact that you're composing based on a story. It could be a written story. A lot of time it is written, and then you expand on based on that. Yeah.
I love like your film composition like stuff into this. Live here, it feels almost like the original like theater organists that had the full orchestra that they were playing, like 5, 6 different things, and where for silent films they have the entire orchestra sound of one person playing. It's kind of amazing you bringing this type of live thing from the past of film music into songwriting, pop songwriting, and it's fascinating to watch it live too, with like all the different things that are going on and everything like that. Do you reach back into past things like that to try bring it into live in your live show? Or?
Okay, first of all, I suck at history. Like, I don't even have a Netflix and HBO account. I actually don't even watch that many movies overall. So thank you for bringing that fact. Now I know. now I feel like I could tell people about this. You know, I'm actually bringing back the past. But no, actually, but it's good to know. If anything, I do know, at least here in the U.S., well, I'm from China, so like we don't actually, at least in my upbringing, I didn't really listen to that many orchestra movie or orchestra songs, but I just really like the sound. That's it. Like there's not much into like thinking about like the history and whatnot. And I do think that in the US there's more of a history or cultural in the West overall of using orchestra in movies, and just it's just more popular, at least in my experience. It's very anecdotal here. So if anything, I will call it like almost me exploring different cultural identity that I have, that I'm embodied on. One of the themes I like to compose on a lot is my experience immigrating here to the US. And so like I have pieces where I compose, where I blend blues a little bit with Chinese music. And does it have any reference to anything, like musically? Probably, yeah. I'm pretty sure music history, it's a very long history. Nothing that we compose, nothing that we comes up is really original, as sad as it sounds. But yeah. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. I truly appreciate this opportunity. And thank you so much to Luz. Her voice is so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And finally, Xander.